I'm not trying to sound accusatory or confused about what I have been having going on. It's just been very hard coming out of the place that I've been in to communicate the truth in a viable way that is not only powerful but should be recognized as credible and emotionally grounded. So, to the people who do hear me, even hopefully influential figures and people that could actually change my situation around, I hope that you can feel the weight of it and see the need for justice where justice has been sort of denied for a long time. And so I hope that your meaningful acts and expressions can clearly make a gravitational pull inside of my life. So I've been trying to move in that way, and it's a lot to have to go through. So I know that my own life experience that has been happening to me didn't start with me. It's been happening to me. I've lived through years of being of being manipulated by multiple different people in multiple different directions that creates that sabotage and it's narcissistic targeting that's designed to make me look confused. It's what people call online that crazy making that narcissists do. They want to block my progress and make me look as unstable as possible, with the real instability being engineered all around me. So I'm not saying this from any type of speculation. I've reached an understanding through direct experience over and over and through decades of repeated patterns. And through the discoveries of these events, it proved to me that it wasn't just a coincidence or my imagination. What I've been living under has been a form of coordinated psychological and emotional warfare, and that kind of stress literally uses the gaslighting, character assassination that they do, and the crazy making tactics of these narcissists to erode upon you and erase a person's credibility in order to keep them in survival mode, never being able to just relax, never being able to get to a place where they can actually unwind. So now it's like, my sister in law, though I love her too very much, and I love both of my brothers and both of my sister in laws. It's just that they've stepped into a way where protecting their own has become paramount to what I've been disclosing out here. And it's not her that's personally poisoning me, but my brother has. And for all I know, there's possibilities. But because she's tied to those who feels the need to cover for her, or also deflect from the truth that I'm bringing out here, that's just a part of the broader pattern of deflection and minimization of what I'm saying actually took place in my life. And of people protecting their image, it's just their connections rather than acknowledging the harm that's been being done to me. So I know that it's very hard to come out of a position in this fashion that it looks designed to be a mental health instability and that I need some kind of treatment. But the treatments that I got, even inside of the facilities, used what I was saying as true as a viable way to weaponize. So I know it's true, and I know it's true for myself, and I have the right to my own opinion. But what I truly do need is legal support, advocacy, safety, and the chance to be able to stand on my own words without them being twisted against me. My so called instability was being manufactured through constant agitation and this poisoning, manipulation, and the systematic destruction of my peace. When there's no one with a badge in that honorable way that's actually coming out in the timeliest of fashions to help me, no, they're leaving me in this place of identity theft and sabotage, and then using the theft and sabotage to then create one more avenue of presenting yet one more thing on top of what I don't think would be there in the first place had I just been able to work and do my own grind. So I've been trying to heal and focus on doing better things to glow up and and work towards betterment. So my artwork and my mission, my creative projects, my actually learning how to make things clickable on a website and actually drawing up the whole works of a website, I think was pretty phenomenal with what I have had going on. But these forces seem to have tried to interfere with everything I do to pull me back into the chaos that they're creating. But I'm clearly trying to move forward. I'm not crazy. I'm actually making it very clear. And I'm using my voice, my art, my writing, my skills, and my truth to try and make an impression upon the world. And to reach the people who can see through that noise and understand that even though you might not be able to see it inside of what you're hearing or seeing with me, that you can really understand what's going on. Because it's not just about me, it's about exposing that kind of covert abuse, corruption, and the things that people go go through far too much out here. If we can't focus on the very magnitude of the pain that's out here within the world and actually focus within our own love's values towards those people, no matter how deep that manipulation runs, the heart and that love is still what should be true and on the rise. So I really just wanted to reiterate these things to you because I believe that it's a viable experience that seeks to move past any type of interventions with mental health and actually seek for genuine, real, live help. That's what I'm actually seeking because of what's happened to me. I'm seeking that real viable support and an engaged design of that kind of help because of these designs out here that have just legitimately been stripping my rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness to keep basically any job I perform in or do. And it's because of their hacking and their willingness to, I guess, work to identity theft me in really weird and awful ways when it comes from people that are like close to you and smiling in your face. I get that usually that's the case, but the fact of the matter is that there needs to be viable support coming from the law people to actually figure out the crimes because there are crimes and they are many. To help me instead of hurt me. Rather protect me instead of showing no accountability for the wrongs that are being done to me. So you need to know that there are court documents, records, and witnesses, including both my mother and sister, who can attest to what I've been finding, who can attest to some of the things that I'm saying. But they're not really in a position to be able to do such things. I suppose in my grind and in my work life, I wasn't allowed to do a lot of things based on what these people were doing to me. And so with my severe experiences, I really wanted to come out with my heart's language and my heart's work. And so both of the abuses from my father and my brothers and other people, I'm trying to design a perspective for the appearance to come out and be stable in a calculated effort where I can keep away from the poisoning and I can keep away from the disorientation that they're trying to create, even filtered through online comments and such like that. It's not just them taking my face and image and cutting it up and then creating a second version of me specifically to like make me look like I'm somebody I'm not. It's legitimately just interfering with my own availability of my grind and just to get away from their abuse and their control. So I'd like your help out here, and if I can, please earn your likes, your shares, and the support and a supportive comment if there's nothing else that you can do. I am looking for donations. If you can even give $8 or $88. It doesn't really matter what it is right now because I've been pushed into such a bad position where all that I really know is that if I could get the things that have been sabotaged of me to stop me in my grind paid for, and just whatever it is, like I don't care what it is, but if I could just get those things paid for, I could actually start to grow up my mission and actually get back to work in a fashion that's a viable, resourceful source of income to hopefully be as lucrative as possible. Just because I really do have a mission where I want to help people and be that of a philanthropist type of movement. Like I would really like to get to people who are hurting and help people who are hurting before the pain that they experience ends up hurting them forever. And I think that that should be the goal of everybody, but it's not. There's definitely some very wicked, evil things going on out here in the world. And so I'm just looking for your support in any kind of viable way that you have to offer. So thanks for being here, and if I can encourage your prayers, your wisdom, and your comments, please feel free to share them in the comments. It means a great deal to me, and I guess that's all I really have to say right now. I just hope that you can actually take it there and help me grow up this mission. That's really my number one goal, is to actually make that Heartworks come to life. So thanks for being here again, and I'm glad that you're still here and supporting me. Peace.